Dragapult is one of the best Pokemon in competitive Pokemon and has been ever since its release. Now, this may seem obvious given its pseudo-legend status, but then you look at Goodra and you just get sad. Poor old Goodra. So let's dive into why Dragapult is one of the best Pokemon in competitive Pokemon. By the way, I'm charjabugfan. I make Pokemon content every single day and would love for you to subscribe. You don't have to, of course, but the choice is yours. Now, the first thing you may notice about Dragapult is its astonishing base 142 speed. Now, you're probably wondering why this is important. Well, let's give an example called Fluttermane. Now, Fluttermane was banned to Ubers very quickly into Gen 9 OU, and one of its greatest strengths was its speed at base 135. Dragapult is 7 base speed points faster than it, therefore it was one of the only true counters to it until you realised Fluttermane was a fairy type and Fluttermane being an OU was a bad idea. Now, let's get back onto the subject of Dragapult then. Both of its attacking stats are amazing, especially its attack stat base 120 is very good, while special attack isn't that bad either at base 100. However, you will see Dragapult being more of a special attacker when it's attacking, mostly due to its wide special move pool. Speaking of its wide move pool, Dragapult has a very wide move pool, especially on the special side. It has good stab in Shadow Ball, which is very reliable, and despite its middling looking power, will actually destroy most neutral targets. It has Dragon Pulse for a reliable special stab, Surf for good coverage, Flamethrower also, and also Thunderbolt's there. Why is Thunderbolt there? Why did we give that to kill Toxapex? Fire Blast and Hydro Pump are stronger alternatives to Surf and Flamethrower. Draco Meteor is very strong, but you can only really use it once, and Thunderer is of course a strong alternative to Thunderbolt, but has more drawbacks than Fire Blast and Hydro Pump. It even has a signature move, Dragon Darts, which is a physical dragon-type move at 50 base power, which is effective that it hit twice. This is very useful, as it can break focus sashes and also break substitutes, but as we can see from its ability, that won't be necessary anyway. Its 3 abilities are also all very good. Clear Body basic prevents Intimidate, Infiltrator makes it go past Reflect, Light Screen and Substitute, very useful, and Curse Body is more of a defensive ability which can disable an opponent's move, which again very useful if you're going to be switching a Pokemon in on a not very effective move. Very useful indeed. Now let's see how it performs in an actual metagame. As you can see from this on screen now, in the Gen 9 OU metagame, Dragapult is in the A+ rank in terms of viability. Now if you don't know how these viabilities are ranked, it's basically all the top players gathering to make a viability rankings based on how good a Pokemon is. And as you can see, Dragapult is very good. The reason for this is because it's so fast, it can match up well against other Pokemon and can revenge kill them as such, like Iron Valiant, Roaring Moon without a booster energy, Goldango, some variants of Scarf Goldango can't take it. Even is immune to Extreme Speed from Dragonite. Very useful. As Extreme Speed Dragonite, very dangerous if you don't have a resist or an immunity. Overall, I believe that Dragapult become one of the best OU Pokemon ever just because of how fast it is and also how strong it is. Those two combinations normally make a Pokemon broken, but Dragapult's that balance where it's a brilliant Pokemon in OU, but it's not broken to the point of needing a ban. It's done this for 2 generations now. I'm sure it will do it for more, but it's time to list off its weaknesses as to why it's not been banned or anything like that. It's very weak to some of the common priority in the tier. Kingambit Sucker Punch destroys it, and Ice Shard from Baxcalibur can also eat it up for breakfast. It's very weak to setup mons. Like, it has Sucker Punch, but it normally is a special attacker anyway. It is normally quite hard-walled by Garganical, especially if it's got that Terror off. Terra Fairy Garganical, we need to kill it. But that's the beauty of Pokemon. It's finding the counters to Pokemon that seem uncountable. Dragapult, ridiculously fast, but it's not overwhelming at all. It's good against a lot of the Pokemon in the tier. I can give some examples now. Goldango, Hatterene. It's mostly good against Iron Valiant, providing it hasn't got a speed but booster energy. Baxcalibur's pretty good if it hasn't got a Dragon Dance, because it can still live an unboosted Ice Shard. Don't forget that. Dragapult may not be the bulkiest, but he's still a bulky little lad. It can destroy Toxapex most of the time. It can store. Actually, no, that's a push. Toxapex is ridiculously bulky, but yeah, it's just a really good Pokemon generally, and I believe it'll just be the best. I don't think it'll drop out of OU for generations. Genuinely, it might not even drop out of OU at all. It might just be OU lifer. Just because of how it's ridiculously fast. Anyways, that's it. I'll stop talking now. I know I got off on a bit of a tangent at the end. I do that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it to the end of the video, comment, I made it to the end of the video, or not. I don't care, it's your choice. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.